Channel 10 actually released the photo of Caitlin before her father knew. And I got called by Peter Doherty from Channel 7 because he knew me from the Redcliffe City News, and he asked about it. So we were able to, with that, actually get a press kit together for 7 o'clock on the Tuesday morning, with the assistance actually of Terry at the time and Dean Wells, and we had a full press kit ready to go for all the newspapers, and that was because of the contacts with the Redcliffe City News. So we felt that that was a really great thing, and it took the focus off the police, because it wasn't the police's fault that Caitlin got killed. It was a drug-addicted, unlicensed driver who stole a car and complained because the brakes didn't work. That's what happened, and we, thanks to work through Terry as the state member at the time, who then passed it over to Dean Wells, to actually send a letter to the minister clearly stating there will be a fatality if something isn't done. And with that letter, we were able to, through the Redcliffe City News, actually repeat it and do the press releases and get that straight out to the media within 12 hours of Katie's death. So that really helped get that crossing, and we were invited on the Thursday night to go into 4BC and speak to the Premier. And Premier wasn't really happy because they said, oh, we've got Mark and Lynda, and he knew me from the Redcliffe City News, and he knew that I wasn't exactly, I wasn't going to be not forthcoming when it came to something like that. So that's the night he that promised that we would get a crossing. So that was good. That was the one issue. The other one is the affordable housing on the corner of Anzac Avenue and Anzac and Sutton and Redcliffe Parade. I got told there was a big sign up saying there was going to be affordable housing, so I went and took a photo of it, stuck it on the front of the Redcliffe City News, followed it through with the story, did all the council searches on what was happening there, and then reported it. Within about 48 hours, all the information had gone from the council website, and I got lots and lots of information in from people complaining about it. I only got one letter in support of it, and that should be affordable housing people. Other than that, I got lots of other, and then of course the Herald had to pick it up, but the Herald knew the story way before I knew the story, but they chose not to go with it. And that's one advantage of the Redcliffe City News, is we don't take any advertising from any of the governments at any level. So we don't have to worry. As long as I get things legal, make sure that I'm not putting my big foot in it, I can virtually print what I like. And it's getting around. We've got regular subscribers in the US and the UK. So, yeah. So that's two instances.
Okay, thanks. Lynda, congratulations on what you've achieved with the crossing at the high school, and also it's good that you're acting as a bit of a ginger group on things like the affordable housing. But when you said you've got 800 hits a day on your paper website, would that be because of the name Redcliffe City and people thinking they're coming in to find out about Redcliffe? And that leads on, do you have links to Redcliffe community events and what a great place it is to cycle around and all that sort of thing?
Yes, we do. We have a link out to the Moreton Bay Regional Council website with the tourism. We have a calendar of events, so people can go. It's not totally up to date at the moment, but people can go in there and they can link out to all sorts of places. Every now and again I'll get involved with a group, and we actually put them up like on a tower at either side. We have the Redcliffe Tigers there. When they got flooded last year, we decided to give them a bit of a hand, so we gave them a free link, and they're getting a lot of people out. And it's actually 800 visitors, not hits. You can't see the way hits work is, as anyone other people would know, it depends how your page is broken up. We get lots of hits compared to visits. Okay, so it's actual visitors to the site is around an average of around 800. The biggest one we ever had was, I think it was between 2,000 and 3,000, and that was when Steve Irwin died. I happened to be on the phone talking to a friend of mine at Australia Zoo when it came over the radio. And I said to her, I'm just listening to this on the radio, is that true? It's just coincidence. And she said, yes it is, but I can't tell you any more. The first person or the first group to get that out on media, on the internet, were the Chinese. Worked that one out. But we were the first local ones. We had it up within half an hour. And I'll tell you what, we got lots of visits on the website that day with Steve. So that was amazing. Yeah, we do have lots of links out. I think Rotary had a link out at one stage. I'm not sure if it's up to date at the moment, and I apologise for that. I get a bit snowed under it sometimes.
We'll fix that.
Which, incidentally, I don't get any stories from Rotary anymore, but we won't go down there, will we, guys?
Talk to the president.
We'll fix that too.
Good. And yeah, and the other one is I'm involved with Padres, so Padres naturally get a link. We've got permission to use the ABC News. So Padres is baseball. So we've got the ABC News link. Lots of different things that we have on the community side of it as well. So you know, that's what we try to do.
Any other final questions? I'll call on Michael Beck. Michael, if you would like to give a vote of thanks, thank you.
Oh. And I do have the first years if anyone wants to have a flick through.
Hop on the table.
Thank you, Bruce. Lynda, it's a great pleasure to have you here tonight. When my wife said to me, who's the guest speaker tonight? And I said, Lynda Roberts. And she said, oh, I know Lynda. She used to work for the Post and used to get some articles about rope.
That's right, I was their MC for many years.
And my wife, of course, has been involved with rope for a long time. I must admire your independence, and I appreciate what you've done as far as the crossing, Katie's Crossing is concerned, because every time you read in the paper about that, it was always the police that was at fault. And no one ever came out and said what you said tonight, and I congratulate you on doing that sort of thing, because I think the police get it from both sides, and they're in the middle, and they always cop the worst stick. And I'd like to present you tonight with a little memento of your speech tonight, and I hope that you'll come back again sometime, because we certainly appreciate what you have said. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry to be a nuisance. I just want to add one thing about Katie's Crossing that was very interesting. Having worked really hard on that and got it into the media, I actually got called in by the Department of Education and warned to back off.
Oh.
So that was really quite an interesting period, but we didn't.
Good, good. I'm glad you didn't.